Good morning, day 3. I am just leaving Poole, heading towards Hayle Woods. We'll be going through the woods and then onto the coast path. Still quite early this morning. It's still kind of dark. I did not sleep very well last night, so I'm like loaded up on caffeine. Hopefully I will do well at staying awake. The ground is quite wet this morning. It's clearly been raining overnight. It's supposed to be quite calm and clear today, according to the forecast. I hope that's correct. That'll make a nice change. Now just arriving at the entrance to Hayle Woods. This is the entrance to Hayle Woods. I think it's still a bit dark for the camera, but it's like perfectly light to my eyes. It's just that time of the morning. It's enough light to see by, but it's still quite low light. Place looks quite different to what I remember. I have not been here in many years though, I think. I definitely don't need my torch now. so it probably benefits the camera. So the end point today will be Penzance. So another roughly 50k walk that I have planned. We'll be going via the coast path and St Ives, then crossing from the north coast to the south coast. I think via St Michael's Way, or at least partly on that route. So it should be another nice day out. Nice quiet walk through the woods to start the day is also good. Saying that though, quiet walk through the woods. Quiet is a bit of a strange descriptor, I guess. I'm sure there used to be a lot more wildlife around here. Like since leaving the couple of ponds near the entrance, not seeing or hearing much. Just continuing through these woods. The sun is now rising. The sky is getting a lot brighter. Hopefully that means the camera will start to do a little better. Seem to be emerging from the trees now. It definitely is brightening up. Up this road to the footpath, then should be crossing over towards the coast. Cows are walking down the path. Do you want to go? Going to stare at me and dribble from the mouth. Hey, I'm going now. very briefly just to see that wonderful sunrise. Very beautiful. You can see the monument on top of the hill over there where I was yesterday afternoon. Anyway, not too much hanging around. Must keep going. Be arriving at the coast path very shortly. Wonderful views all around. Certainly does look like it's going to be very nice today. Bit of mud. Did manage to clean and dry my shoes last night because they were, well, after yesterday, that was bad. My shoes were filthy. Although I did discover that they actually do have holes in. So that explains why they're not 100% waterproof anymore. See some flashing lights over there. Wonder what that is. It's a trough. That's the second one in 3 days. Don't see those birds very often. I have seen them a number of times before, but usually it's like once every few months or something that I see one. or very rarely see more than one. Some rain out to sea over there. You can see a small section of a rainbow. Very, very nice view from up here. I think I will never tire of walking around the coast. Very peaceful out here this morning. Looking out along the coast, it's really nice. Trying to figure out exactly how far up there I was 2 days ago. I'm not sure I can even tell from here. About 100 kilometers ago, I would have been coming into Travone Beach, I think. I wouldn't be able to see that one from here anyway, because that would be blocked off by the headlands around Newquay and Travose, because of the angle of the coastline. Some of that route was walking inland. It's not been entirely coastal, but still. It's like funny to think about. It's another subsection of a rainbow. There is some rain falling from these clouds here. Now, as I reach the top of this headland, that is Godrevy Lighthouse that has just come into view. Very amazing view from here. And we get a nice display from the birds. So looking at the coast opposite the near headland, that is St Ives down there, and I'll be going in and out of St Ives later today. Seals on the beach. Days like this, everything just feels kind of perfect. Like you can forget about any troubles or anything in your life and just enjoy the moment. I get that a lot when I'm out around the coast. I guess that's why I do it so often. So I guess now I'm going along just behind the beach and through some sand dunes and stuff. Then we'll be arriving into Hayle. She'll be down around there. Then up around the coast towards St Ives. Dunk my feet anywhere in these like wetlands. Looks like I'm going up onto the dunes, so not walking down around all the water, I guess. The one thing that I want from today really is a good night's sleep. I have not been sleeping that well, but I think I've been quite excited about this trip. Kept waking up last night, just checking my phone and being like, is it time to wake up yet? Is it time to wake up yet? I just want to get up and go. Finally out in the sun, at least briefly. Quite like that the coast path signs along here have been these carved rocks, or engraved, I guess. I guess it's been quite a nice walk through the dunes. I think there's still plenty more dunes to go. Yeah, so there's still like a few more bits of dunes to go, according to the sign. Then I'll be into Hayle. rainbow over by the headland at the end of St Ives. In case you're wondering why all of the dune areas are called towns, town is the Cornish word for dune, or dunes, or at least it's like the anglicised version of it. The Cornish word is more like tewen. Still in these dunes. This section has gone on quite a way. There's still a bit more to go. Guess I'm coming out of the dunes, close to the river mouth now. Guess I am just arriving into Hayle now. Been going at it pretty much constantly since this morning. Probably should stop for some lunch soon. It's very nice and calm here. Had lunch, continuing on. I guess this is like a tidal pool or lake or something. Whole time while I was eating there was a seagull just like stood in front of me staring at me. They never seem to try and get my food. I don't know if it's because I just constantly stare at them, so they know that I'm paying attention and they're not going to be able to get my food if they try. The river to my right. That tidal lake to my left. I guess this seems like quite a nice walk out around here. It's nice and quiet. I keep saying that lately, but I'm sure like that's 90% to do with the time of year. Leaving Hayle now, be going over that way. So now beginning the walk towards St Ives. Currently walking through Leland. Not much to see here because I'm walking along the road. So I think just along by that church there, that might be part of St Michael's Way. There was a sign saying that. So I'm on the other side of the river now. Nice view back across to Godrevy. Kind of walking in between the railway and the sand dunes. Must be low tide at the moment. Bit muddy up through here. This is quite a nice route. Has been muddy with lots of steps though. not too far into St Ives now. Be going around that headland and then back through St Ives and cut across to the south coast. Sounds like it should be a lot, but the majority of the distance for today is already behind me. So it's not too bad. Of course, down this end of Cornwall, the distance between the north and south coast just gets smaller and smaller. Down the hill. Seemed to be like a very fancy area back there. So the path that I had been following from the church back in Lelant, that was St Michael's Way. I guess it goes around St Ives and comes along the coast path here. I know I was going to be following part of it from the north coast down to the south coast, but I didn't realise along that section was also part of that route. I guess it wasn't labelled as such when I was planning my route. We'll be coming around into St Ives now. It's relatively quiet here today, I guess. Tried to buy a cup of coffee, but the place did not have a working card machine. We'll find somewhere else on the way back through, I guess. much to see, so little time. I guess I don't really have like little time today. I've been making quite good progress all day, but I'm thinking more like I would love to just keep walking down the coast and explore stuff down there, because I know there's a lot of historic sites down this end of Cornwall, but that will have to be another time. Now up above the town, I did manage to get that cup of coffee, so topped up on caffeine, I guess. Probably shouldn't, because I made an effort recently to switch to decaf coffee, because I was probably drinking too much caffeine. But oh well. Up out of the town, now it looks like following some trails. I suppose this is the proper start of the coast to coast section. Which will basically be the remainder of the day. Following some quiet roads for a bit. Still following the roads, slowly continuing to ascend. Must be relatively high up by now. St Michael's Way. So I must be going this way. These rocky paths are annoying to walk down. Oh. Trying not to slip. I was wondering if I would get up here and find the stream running down the path. It's not too bad. Well, I thought I was following St Michael's Way, but I diverged from it, like up on that hill slightly, and now I've gone in like a completely different direction. I think I should be rejoining that at some point soon. I'll look out for the waypoints. Here we go. It's a pleasant one. Small trail between the hedges. Nice. I've avoided this kind of ground all day today so far. Guess it only makes sense to start getting wet, dirty feet at the end of the day, or nearing the end of the day. walking up this field. It's full of wet, sticky mud. Great. Trying to find where might be the best way around. Have a look for people's footprints that haven't sunk all the way in. Please lift. Lift every day. It is good for your health. Looks like I'm continuing up the hill. Much better ground here though. Can make much faster progress. The weather has turned out fantastic today, by the way. Coming into the afternoon, it's been very clear and calm. It's not too cold. So overall, very pleasant. At the top of the hill, you can now see the south coast, St Michael's Mount over there. Quite good visibility. Down from the hill. Conveniently placed tree. Over or under, or there's no way around it, is there? Had to go underneath. I thought that was probably the easiest choice. Just hold on to the tree trunk and swing under it. I guess it worked out fine. Now following the path up and over the field. I was hoping to avoid completely muddying up my shoes again, but top of that last field was particularly wet and muddy, so my feet kind of dunked halfway in. It's not too bad. I managed to wipe some of it off on the grass while it's still very wet. This mud never ends. Going down into the valley. Over the last few days, going down the hill means meeting water at the bottom. Thankfully, looks like there is a bridge here. Muddy fields have actually slowed me down quite a bit, but I'm edging ever closer to the south coast now. There's not too far left to go today. Coming up out of yet another valley, and yet again having to take a minute to avoid some boggy bits at the bottom. Would you look at that? Back on dry land. It's all down and then up and then down and then up at the moment. Hopefully that's not where I'm going to end up at the end of all of this. So, as you might have seen on the signs, I'm not sure, but there's a branch of St Michael's Way that goes straight to Marazion. That's not the one that I'm taking, because obviously I'm not going to Marazion. But I'll be going down to the coast, then heading along the coast path into Penzance. Should be a left turn somewhere down here, and then on the way down to the coast path. think this one would be quite nice to do in the summer. St Michael's Way, not just my entire day's walk. But probably that too. Would be nice to see how all this looks in the summer. I think just here is where I cross the main road. Not the most fun thing to do, crossing a road, dual carriageway, where people are driving quite quickly. Just wait for a gap and then run across. Now at the coast. This is the last stretch then, just into Penzance. In my last kilometre, I think I have passed 50 now, and pretty much coming to the end of the walk. Sun will be setting and it will be getting dark very soon, so this will be the place to end today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I will see you in part 4, the final part, where I will get to Land's End one way or another.